Hi everybody, welcome to West Virginia. My name is Cheryl and this is my channel, Tranquil Stitches. Today is Wednesday, August 14th, 2019, and this is my FlossTube episode number 69. I hope everyone's having a beautiful day and I hope you had a good week. Very, very hot here. I thought summer might have been over at one point, you know, or starting to the beginning of the end type thing, because it had cooled off for a few days, but no, it's back with a vengeance. It's humid. It's so humid. Not a fan. I want it to be over. I want fall. I'm one of those people. I want fall. It's crazy. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Anyway, other than the heat, just a busy week for us. I wanted to start this video off by saying a big apology to... Oh my. Look at that gray. I have kids. Husband. A big, huge apology to Melanie at Melly Ellie Stitches. Last week when I was doing the rundown of the FlossTubers who participated in the FlossTube collaboration called Focus on Fibers, I neglected to mention Melanie. Melanie participated and her sponsor was Rochelle at the Cottage Needle, the same as mine. My sponsor was Rochelle as well. I wanted to mention Rochelle in both of our choices, mine and Melanie's, so I pulled her out of the list and I was going to put her down at the bottom with me so I could tell you about Rochelle. No, that didn't happen because I wrote everybody down and then I forgot to include me and Melanie. Melanie focused on Weeks Dye Works. She chose 5 absolutely beautiful colors. Her video was phenomenal, the way she displayed those colors and introduced you to them. Just wonderful. So if you've not, for some reason, checked out her part of the FlossTube collaboration Focus on Fibers, please go over and do that. Melanie is a dear, dear friend and I love her to death. Melanie, I am so sorry, honey. I am so sorry. I can't. I'm so sorry. So anyway, please go over and check out Melanie's video and get to know her. She is absolutely wonderful. Pleasant, sweet, just can't say enough good stuff about Miss Melanie. So I do apologize for that. I'd like to say happy birthday to Laura. Today is Laura's birthday. Happy birthday, girl. Last week, I filmed on Tuesday. On Thursday, my husband and I took off and went to see Cindy at Cindy's Cross Stitch here on FlossTube. Cindy, she's already made a video and she's already announced it, so I guess I can tell you. Cindy moved. She moved from Knoxville and she moved to Abingdon, Virginia, which is an hour and a half from me. Y'all, an hour and a half. Halfway is where I grocery shop. I just can't. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. We went down, we've got a trailer. We took our trailer down and took her to Knoxville, and we picked up some things some kind of residual things that didn't fit in her pod, and her boxes of food that she had at a friend's house. And so we big road trip down and road trip back, and got to hang out with her for the day, and it was absolutely wonderful. She showed us around Abingdon. And I had been to Abingdon several times. It had been a long time since I'd been actually downtown. Abingdon is the quaintest, sweet. It reminds me of Smithville, Virginia, Fredericksburg, Virginia. That kind of Victorians lining the streets, tree-lined streets, and just everybody walking everywhere, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful little town. So many little shops have opened up. Just specific, there's an olive oil shop there that I cannot wait to check out. But absolutely wonderful little town that she chose, and she is close to everything, and she is just tickled to death. She's happy, she's content, she's got the cutest little house, she's got plans for her little house, and it's just wonderful for her. I am so happy for her. I'm so excited. So got to hang out with Cindy. She took us to dinner and at this little restaurant there, and it was just fabulous, and I just can't say enough. So very, very happy to be so close to Cindy now. We're going to have regular stitch dates. She's starting her new job tomorrow, so y'all wish her luck. And so very excited. I enjoyed that very immensely. And then Friday was World Cross Stitch Day. We got it in late Thursday, and my intention was to stop at the store on the way home. That didn't happen. We were both tired, the heat and everything was just, and I wasn't feeling the best either, so we did not do that. So Friday I had to get up and go back out to the store, and so I didn't get back, get everything unloaded, get everything together until Friday late afternoon. And my son and his girlfriend came up, and they were here. They had rolled in Friday morning, and they were here, so we made a bunch of goodies, because not only was it World Cross Stitch Day, it was also the kickoff to the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch Take 4. Jen Lee and her mama Cindy host that event, and so Nicole, who is my son's girlfriend, is a stitcher, so we were excited. We were going to try to stay up 24 hours and stitch. Well, I had been up since 7 o'clock on Friday. I was exhausted from Thursday, and so I tried. I really tried. I made those funeral sandwiches with the King's Hawaiian and the ham and the Swiss and the sauce. Oh gosh, y'all got to try those. Those are so good. I had never made them. Jen had recommended them on her last one, and oh gosh, they're everything they say they are. They're fabulous. I made a taco dip from a recipe that Victoria had when we were at the beach, so we had taco dip as well, and we just made a bunch of stuff to just snack on. So we had coffee, we had wine, we had everything ready to go. So I had been up since 7 o'clock. I was going to try to get a nap. I did not work a nap into the day, so I was kind of concerned that I wasn't going to be able to do it. Nicole was raring to go. She was raring to go. So we sat there and we stitched, and we watched RuPaul, and we talked, and we visited. We watched The Office, and we had a wonderful time stitching. Got a lot of progress, and then about 3 o'clock in the morning, I was like, no, can't do it. Can't do it. So I wimped out on her. So she would have went for the long run. She would have, but I just couldn't do it. So at 3 o'clock I went to bed, got up at 7 o'clock and started again, and I stitched until probably 9 or 10 o'clock Friday or Saturday evening. And so lots of progress. So I did get my 24 hours in. A couple hours into Sunday, and I still got my 24 hours in, so got lots of progress, lots of good stuff. So very excited, ready for the next one. I'm going to try to get a nap next time and do the 24, but I got close. 4 hours. So anyway, let me show you what I worked on. First of all, I got a finish. I got 2 finishes actually this week. So this is one of my Mania starts this year. It was the biggest one. I did 16 ornaments from the Just Cross Stitch ornament issues from the past. This was the biggest one from that group. So let me show you where I was last time. This is the Blackbird Designs Peace ornament that was in the 2013 ornament issue. And here's my finish. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's beautiful. Cindy actually, I took this with me to Knoxville and tried to stitch a little bit on it in the car, and Cindy's, everything I did I had to rip out because it was wrong, but she said she has stitched this one. But 960 stitches in this one finished it. So that's finish number 1. I had 2 finishes this week. 2. My second finish was the 2018 ornament from Lucy Heaton, and this is where I was last time you saw it. It's called Dashing Through the Snow. I'm also stitching the companion piece, Dashing Through the Woods, but this one is the snow one. And this one only needed 129 stitches. I needed 100 stitches in a piece with something with legs for a challenge. So I chose this one and finished it up. So there's my finish. I made the deer pink. I love that little package. It's so cute. That pink is beautiful. It's a Carrie's Creations. So, finish number 2. Now, those two, those are both Mania finishes for this year. Those are finish 6 and 7. So I finished 7 out of 16 ornaments so far. So that's wonderful. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, the piece was the biggest one, so the rest of them are not that big. There's one that's a little more involved with some cryonic and stuff, but the rest of them are just basic little stitches, so they shouldn't take long at all. Now, new starts. I had 2 new starts as well, because, you know, 2 finishes, 2 new starts. No, that's not why. I just couldn't help it. Anyway, this is, let me show you. I mentioned this in last week's video that Kathy, Crafty Cat Stitcher, and I were starting this one on the 10th. So I did. It was Saturday. This is Bent Creek's Candy Corn of Mischief. It is so cute. She enabled me with this one. She showed this one a few months back, and as soon as she showed it, I paused the video and went and ordered it. But it's a kit, and it came with 18 count linen and the stranded pearl cotton flosses. This is how they come. Oops. So little baggies of the pearl cotton. So yeah, I had to borrow a big needle from Nicole because my needles were too small. So I borrowed a big needle from her, and I got 223 stitches in this one, and there's my start. That's some big linen. It's 18 count. And it's 1/2. So Kathy and I both started at the exact same spot. You know, and I mentioned that to my husband, and he said, well, isn't that in the middle? But anyway, we started at the same spot. So there's my start for that one. This one isn't going to take long. So, and it was very relaxing on the eyes as well. It's a nice break from that smaller fabric. Now, my second new start, I saw that Jen was starting this one for her 24 hours. And I had this in my stash, and I've been wanting to stitch it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to start mine along with her. So this is Good Intentions by Kathy Barrick. I'm pretty sure I got this one last year. I adore it. It says, I myself am made entirely of flaws stitched together with good intentions. Very fitting. Very fitting. So, I did my own conversion because this one is charted in NPI, and then there's a DMC conversion. And I really didn't want to do the NPIs, and I wanted variegated flosses. So, I did my own conversion on this one, and here's what I came up with. And there's my progress. 515 stitches. This is, I think, doubloon. Yes, 32 count doubloon, which I think is beautiful. It's not as, I don't know, I guess it is. But I'm using, for the black, I'm using the Black Crow, and I was inspired by the flosses that I chose, my favorite Gentle Arts colors for the Focus on Fibers. I used a lot of those in this. But this is Black Crow, and this is Old Hickory, this pretty gold color. That's Barn Gray, more Black Crow. This is Pumpkin Pie. This was one of Rochelle's choices. So that's those. And then I also am going to be using Dark Chocolate, which was one of my favorites. And I'm also going to be using picket fence, was also one of my favorites. And yeah. Oh, the piney woods for the green. I'm going to make her sleeves. I'm going to make her sleeves piney woods instead of, it's kind of like a gold there. It's a different gold than what's in everything else. I'm going to make mine green. So that's the plan for that one. So 515 stitches in that new start. So, and that one I think is going to stitch up quickly as well. It's I didn't want to put it down. I could have finished that one and not even picked up another piece, but moving on. All right, my daily 30. I was woefully behind. Woefully. I don't know what happened to my daily 30 bug. I really don't know. It flew away, and I'm trying very desperately to get it back. So it's been in my group. We have a daily 30 challenge, and it's in the past 2 weeks, I have maybe 3. I haven't even met that challenge, and it's just 5 days of the week. So I was woefully behind. I did some math wrong. I did some math wrong, but I decided I needed over 1,000 stitches to catch up, which was way too much because I based that on 100 stitches an hour. Well, I can do 100 stitches in 30 minutes, give or take. So anyway, it was totally wrong, but I did put in over 1,000 stitches. Here's where I was the last time you saw it. And here's where I am now. You can't see, but I'm not going to take it off. This thing is a bear to get on the Q-snap. I did fill in the yellow in the windows of the happy birthday. I did get that done. I did not put the initials in nor fill in the box, but I did get the windows filled in. And I've been using this for several challenges as well. And I'm sorry, my husband came in. I just sprouted another one. Anyway, so I built a house. Well, starting to build a house. So 1,250 stitches. This one I'm going to make my grandmother's block. In the charted design, the house says 1907. My grandmother, it's my great-grandmother, I called her Granny. She was born in 1902. So I'm going to change the 7 to a 2, and I'm going to make this her block. She would love it. So my granny was, she was very, very special to me. My oldest son was 3 months old when she died. So that's going to be Granny's block. I'm very happy. Now I'm all caught up. For the past 2 days, I've been doing my daily 30 on time on this one. So I think I got the ladies in my group to give me a boost, and they're wonderful. So I think I'm back on track. Now the last thing that I worked on was the Blackbird design ornament, and I'm not really sure what year. Of course, I wrote everything else down. Do you think I wrote that one down? I'll show you, and I'll put the year down. There's where I was last time. I needed this for a challenge, and I also used it for daily 30 for 1 day because I was just I was just done with I didn't want to touch the house, so I just used this one. But here's where I am now. That one's stitching up very quickly as well, so that should be no problem to get that one done. So, okay, let me share some numbers. First of all, 3,376 stitches this week. That is my second highest weekly number. That's not bad. That is not bad. 24 hours really does me good. So 3,376 stitches. Okay, I finished Journey 3 on Stitching to Mordor. I arrived in Rivendell on Saturday the 10th, and that journey was 9,160 stitches. I left again on Saturday at dusk, heading out on Journey 4 for Lothlorien. So I am well into Journey 4. So I am excited that I can't remember. I think this one is 11,000, maybe 13. I can't remember how many stitches is in this one. So starting another journey. I finished 3 of 14 or 17. I can't remember. That is the Stitchy Quest to Destroy the One Ring Facebook group. They have the Stitching to Mordor Challenge, Stitching to Mordor and back. So please check that out if you're interested. It's over 120,000 stitches altogether. So broken down into different legs, and it's great. Now I also look back. I started the Journey 1 on May 11th. From May 11th through right now, I have stitched 30,816 stitches towards that challenge. 30,816 stitches. I also went back and looked. I started Magical Stitches in February. Before that, I was not counting stitches. I joined that group in February, and since I've been counting stitches, and I'm going to try to go back and see if I can't figure out how many I did up until the time that I go back in my planner up until the time January 1st through when I joined Magical Stitches, but I haven't done that yet. But I did have it written down. Since I started counting stitches in February, I have stitched this year 45,838 stitches, which is amazing to me. It's absolutely amazing. I had no idea until I started counting just how many stitches that I was putting in. So some weeks are very good, like this week, and last week was 1,200 stitches, so not too good. So, but that was fun. I found that very interesting. Okay, let's play some bingo. Let's draw some bingo words this week. We have West Virginia themed bingo this time. The first one is number 34, Marshall Thundering Herd. Marshall football team is in Huntington, West Virginia, near the Ohio border. So Marshall Thundering Herd. Their colors are green and white. That was the same colors as my high school. Number 2 is Charleston. Number 2 is number 2, Charleston, which is our state capital. Right smack in the middle of the state. And the last one for the week is number 9, Spruce Knob. Number 9, Spruce Knob. It's one of our tourist attractions. The highest point in West Virginia, I do believe. Yeah, I think so. Number 34, Marshall Thundering Herd, and number 2, Charleston. I had the trivia written down to go with these, and do you think I brought it in here? So, good luck to everybody. Now, so my husband comes in with the mail, and I 2 packages from Amazon, and I'm like, I didn't order anything from Amazon. What is this? But you know what? The state of my mind the past few months, I very well could have and forgot about it. So I didn't know. I didn't know what was in. I opened the first one, and I can't even with this mug. And the second one, they're socks. So these were gifts that my friend Ellen Chester sent me. She said, I saw those and you had to have them. I mean, I can't even. I've got my can't even bowl over there that Melody sent me. I'm just verklempt. Ellen Chester. Ellen gave me a gift. These I'm going to wear this winter, and I'm going to put my feet up, and I'm going to make sure these show when my husband comes. You want dinner? Oh my God. And look, it's about the same color. Well, a little bit different, but I've used this mug every day since. It's too perfect. Too perfect. So thank you, Ellen. Thank you so much. She said I wanted to send you a little smile, and she did. That was fabulous. Oh my gosh. Patrick and Nicole were sitting there when I opened that, and they both just lost it. They both lost it. Nicole is the one that stitched me that can you not? That's my other thing. It's like I can't even, and can you not? So she just got a kick out of that too. We laughed. It was so funny. So thank you, Ellen. That's too much. Now I wanted to show you these. Now my friend Carrie in Stitches, I'll link her below. She has a FlossTube. She's in the UK. She sent me this little card. I can't even with that strawberry hat. But she sent me some scissor fobs that she made, and she sent these so I could put them in the boutique in my shop. We do, not shop, the boutique in my group. We do tokens to award you for your stitching, and then you can use those tokens to shop. And I wanted to show you these fobs that she made specifically for that. There's two of them. Look how pretty. Oh my gosh. The lampwork beads. Here's two more. They just sparkle. The colors are just perfect. I love the clasps. They're just fabulous. Little seahorse. And then the last two. This purple one's very popular. So somebody will be earning these. Aren't they awesome? Those clasps. How pretty with the heart. Thank you, Carrie. I just wanted to show those because they're too pretty. I just wanted to share them. So Carrie sent me those. And then I also wanted to shout out Sammy J. Sammy J sent me a few things for the shop. Well, some wonderful things for the boutique as well. And just fabulous things. And also Tanya, my wonderful moderator, she also contributed to the boutique, and she actually sent Queen of the May from this year for somebody to win. Thank you. Thank you, ladies, so much for such wonderful gifts. I'm sure we're going to have some very, very happy ladies. All right. Fat Quarter Shop sent me a chart that I wanted to show you. They just sent me one, and I have to keep this one. Usually I pass them along, but I have to keep this one because I want to do this one. This is, well, I like them all. It's just, I've got so much, I just have to kind of prioritize. This is brand new from Lori Holt, Be in My Bonnet, Happy Camper. I want you to look how cute. Look at her. And that cat in the back of that truck, that's like, that someday I'm going to have a camper. And that's going to be stitched and go in my camper. That is just too stinking cute. It is 109 wide by 84 high, so not very big. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 colors. And it's charted for RE floss, but there is a DMC conversion. RE floss is actually the Fat Quarter Shop floss that they have. So I will link Fat Quarter Shop below, and go over and get this. And this is just, I'm going to be stitching that one. Just too cute. I opened that and I went, oh yeah, this and that sewing machine. You remember the sewing machine one? Oh my, so she believed she could, so she did. Yeah, that one and this one, just too much, too much. So thank you, Kimberly and Denise and the crew. Retail therapy. I'm a failure this month in a lot of things. My mind is like, I don't really know what's going on, but I'm having a lot of trouble remembering things. Trish at 3 All Threads sent my invoice and I didn't pay it. So I didn't get my floss this month. So I went to see what all was out there for some Gentle Arts because I needed my fix. So I got a pack of limited edition flosses from Anita's Little Stitching, and I will link her shop below. She's got some wonderful packs from Gentle Arts, and this is the limited edition thread pack, 5-yard skeins from it's called Easter Basket, and I'm not really sure what year this one came out, but usually they have these little limited edition packs. I've had several of these, but this one, let me show you these colors. This one is root beer. This one is jelly bean. I love the names. All right, this one is bunny tail. This one is mint chocolate. And this one, no, this one's mint chocolate. This one's mint chocolate. This one is Easter grass. So that's the Easter pack. Like I said, I'm not really sure what year, but Anita has those, and I just saw those and I was like, I have to have those. So I got those, and then I also got another limited edition pack. And I'll put the year here. Well, I got a 10-yard skein of Black Crow because I use that quite a bit. So she has the 10-yard skeins. Now this pack, I'll put the year down there, but this one has some limited edition as well. I can't remember what year, but this is Dragonfly. Just gorgeous. This one, Cast Iron Skillet. Black, 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 black. Love it. Brown Bear. Frosted Grapes. Oh, look at that. Frosted Grapes. And Black Cherry. This reminds me of Cinders, but it's the same but different, you know. It's beautiful. So I got my Gentle Arts fix. I had some birthday money left over from my husband, and since I went out on my nest egg, I just decided to use it for that instead. So got some of those. Now also, I was watching Brian Blitz Stitch, his Focus on Fibers video, and I had never tried Ship's Manor, and I saw one of his packs that I just thought I needed to try. So I ordered them and they came in, and I'm anxious to give these a try. This is Yuletide Treasure. And Brian is right, the colors are just Red Rover. And these are color fast. These are 100% cotton, 5 yards. Mummy Wraps. Bonnie's Blue. And Patina. Which that looks like Patina. Nailed it with that name. Aren't they gorgeous? So wonderful job. Now somebody had asked in the comments in my Focus on Fibers if Gentle Arts was color fast. It is color fast, but I'm an old school stitcher. I don't chance it. So anytime you've got over dyes, you know, you just want to be careful getting them saturated wet. I do put starch on my projects, and they get wet from starch, and I've never had anything bleed. So that's my retail therapy. Now let's do a giveaway. Let's rehome this wonderful chart from Gail at Abby Rose Designs. She shared this with us. This is her brand new design. I Stitch Alone at Midnight. I Stitch Alone at Midnight. Look how cute. I'm going to do mine with some glow-in-the-dark flosses. I can't wait. Too cute. Okay, so if you're interested in winning that chart next week in a drawing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send my moderators for my group a number between 1 and 500. Pick a number, put it in your comment, and the person who comes closest to that number without going over will win this chart next week. Okay, so pick a number between 1 and 500. Whoever comes closest will get this chart. All right, what else we got? Plans. Well, I'm going to stitch. I know that. I've got some furniture to paint this week. My husband's been sanding and getting some things ready, and I'm going to, he got the walls painted. The walls are painted. We've got to get the trim, and he's going to be working on the floor to get that done, put the trim on, and it's, you know, we're just moving at a snail's pace. We're old, and we're hot, and we're miserable, and we got 75 things going right now, so it's just moving very slowly, but we are making progress. So it's not going to be as long as it has been. I'm itching to get started on some projects. I'm anxious to get into my journals. I'm anxious to get my stitching and my sewing. I want to get back into sewing, making some bags, because I need some project bags actually. And so I'm anxious to get things lined out and put where they go and get organized so that I can get a handle on things and start enjoying myself again. So the house is just chaotic right now, and it's not working for me. So I want to leave you. I've got a little bit of a slideshow at the end, so be sure and stick around and watch that if you'd like. I also follow a lady called Lavendare on YouTube. She's very inspiring. She's very sweet. She's got she's just interesting. I really like visiting with her. She's very young, wise beyond her years, and I really like her outlook on life. I like how she conducts herself, how she is just genteel and kind and not in your face, and she's just a sweetheart. She released a video this morning that I watched. It's a very short video, but it is so profound, and I want to share that video with you all. I will link it below, and if you've got a few minutes, go over and watch the video. She called it "Remember Why You're Here," and it is so inspiring. And she is young, and I'm so very, very glad that she and the people who follow her, the young people who follow her, are getting this message at a young age, because I didn't. It was far too long, far too late into my life before I finally realized what she's telling everyone now, and I think that's beautiful. So if you've got a few minutes, go over and watch her video. And until I see you again, happy stitching.